Good day to all. I'm Williamsji Maveli, Innovative International Forums, The Bookshelf. Today, I'm going to talk about an anthology of short stories titled I'm Not in Stories Only. The title of the anthology, a collection of 28 horror stories. I'm not in stories only. The book is published by Evans Publications and it is having 28 wonderful, fearful horror stories which is well entertained, enjoyed by all readers. I hope so. Fear is one of the hardest reactions to provoke in writing. Just flip through the pages of any ghost story or anthology, and how many of us will genuinely get scared? It's a question. It takes more than tortured groans, rattling chains, and a splattering of gore. Anyone can do that. But the art of raising goosebumps, that is an elusive art indeed. If you can write a scary ghost story, you can write anything. It's not like writing poetry. If you can write a scary ghost story, you can write anything in literature. Are you ready to read inspiring nightmare stories and enjoy them? Here is a chance for you to read a book with the title I'm Not in Stories Only. I will display the book cover. The book cover is a hard binding, well binded, well depicted cover page with all the author's photographs are being displayed. Of course, my story also is been included in this anthology of stories. This is my third or fourth short story which is getting published offline. Now, the funny thing, the publishers had requested me to write a foreword, and I was a bit late to supply or to give the the foreword after reading the manuscript in full. So, since they did not get on time, they wrote the foreword like this. Author, poet Williamsji Maveli had given a wonderful foreword for this anthology, but it was stolen by one of the ghosts at their public printing department or publishing house. It's very amazing or amusing foreword, and the table of contents of mysterious stories. There are 28 stories starting from Amrita Sunil Sant, Afraz Muhammad, Anand Usha Borkar, Anali Jha, Balika Sengupta, Bipul Chandra Kalita, Bibasha Narayan Singh, Dibendra Sahu, Dr. Piyantosh Das, and G. Parameshwara Rao. Like that, there are so many. Kamal Sharma, Krishna Ahir, Kumar Vibrant, Mamu Rashid, Manjula Astana Mahanti, Manprint Mankula, Muriam Gizal Ben Ibrahim, Naz Khan, Nitu Katri Khajal, Sanju Nageswara Rao, Santosh Kumar Biswa, Surabha RK, Srimant Ken Karamaka, Saram Warar, Sujata Paul, Tirumala Reddy, finally Williamsji Maveli. And it's all wonderful stories. I had the chance to go through almost all the stories, and this is going to be a short review from Bookshelf. My story has been titled as Woman in Black Veil. Woman in Black Veil, and the book contains, the anthology contains 239 pages with good illustrations also. fearful or scaring illustrations. Normally, people or we never get feared for death. Now, others are afraid of, nobody is afraid of ghosts or monsters, murderers, darkness. None of the horror staples are really terrifying. But if you rely on your audience being scared simply because your story includes any of the scaring things, you are so doomed, and you will fail to understand where the real terror lies. Everyone fears the unknown. When we say God is unknown, ghost is unknown, people don't know what comes after death. We are having so unknown thoughts about death and life after death. So we all get scared. They don't know, people don't know that what makes that noise in other room. So they call it a ghost and get scared. Darkness could be hiding anything, When it is dark, we feel something is wrong. Whenever we hear a sound, we feel somebody is there. It is only a feeling. What exactly we don't know, so we get scared. That is the feel of the mind. So the best ghost stories take full advantage of this. So when we read a ghost story like Dracula, it is a famous series of horror stories. See, when writing a horror story, we will not be getting afraid of withholding the information, but the readers, according to the depiction of the story or the twist of the story or suspense which is being maintained in the story, people can get scared. So it is an emotion from human mind to approach something in a fearful way. So normally we may not be very happy to visit a cemetery of a church or a place where cremation is being done. We think about that human being and we invite fear and anxiety in our own mind. And when that happens, the mind will think about a lot of things, and like that, it is an exercise from the mind, human mind, immature mind, which creates the fearful situations. I'm not briefing much on the fear concept. I wish to introduce this book from Evin's publication in association with Critic Space. They published 28 fearful stories, horror stories, and it is being, the interior is being decorated very nicely with hard binding. Congratulations to Vikram Singh Thakur, founder of Evans Publications, and to all those who are behind this book, Anthology. I am not in stories only. That's all for today's the bookshelf, and I'm happy to read this book, and it is one of the stories which I have preserved for nicely, and I'm happy that one of my story also is there. So be fearless, write stories to make others fearful. That's the message which I want to give. Have a nice time. Have love to all. Bye to all. Goodbye.